Let me ask you a question. Why did you feel it was necessary for you to go and do an interview with a blogger? When I got arrested, I was like, I'm retaliating because don't make it seem like I'm an abuser. You need to hurry up and tell people like, no, it's like, it was a text message. You know what I'm saying? But no, I said I'm going to go and put her.
If you've been following Huntsville's love and marriage stories, you'll know that Martel doesn't just bring drama. He creates it. However, he may have gone too far this time. He has a long history of disruption, which he seems to enjoy, from his ugly and publicly publicized divorce from Melody Holt to his constant finger-pointing. It's become Martel's mission. When attention is drawn to Martel's mistakes, he quickly adjusts the script to ship the heat somewhere. Martel's famous strategy involves tossing matches at someone else's house when his own is on fire, which is exactly what is happening now with his reputation in tatters. Martel is back to stirring things up, but this time he backs up his claims with evidence, such as receipts. At least he wants everyone to believe that. Martel is using the recently revealed elite recording to make serious claims against Marsau and LaTisha. The tape includes, fans have long speculated that Marsau has strayed on his partner, but it goes beyond that. Laticia is not as naive as she appears, according to Martel. Accused her of ending her marriage as well. Martel Scott has faced rumors of adultery for years and has always denied them. However, the stakes are now higher.
To wave the white flag a long time ago. I've been waving. I even got on social media and I stopped quiet down and didn't say anything, trying to, get on the good side or whatever. But I guess the quieter that I am, the more she can shoot my way. And her knowing that I'm not going to retaliate makes her go even harder. Because she can say whatever she wants to and not worry about Martel saying anything. And it's like us nice guys, it's like we get the short end of the stick.
Do you remember Marsau's trip to Africa by himself? Laticia defended him, but many people dislike it when people travel to another continent without their spouse. Marsau claimed the trip was for personal reasons, but some suspected it was an attempt to separate himself from the marriage or conceal something from Laticia. Marsau has been rumored to have children outside of marriage, but it was never acknowledged that the conversations had stopped completely. Martel was among the first to imply that Marsau wasn't as faithful as he wanted the world to think. Now that this recording has been made, old suspicions are once again in the public eye, making matters worse. Martel mentioned to Carrie that he has a reputation for stirring up problems, but he has also. Martel's claims have left fans wondering if there is fire where there has been smoke for years. But this is where things get really difficult because he has his own infidelity problems to look out for. In addition to targeting Marsau, Martel's video uncovers alarming details about Laticia herself. Martel claims Laticia had an affair with one of his close friends, supported by audio evidence. However, followers are divided on this claim. On the one side, there is a set of followers who are mocking Martel because, let's be honest, many people do not believe his credibility is very clean. People believe that Martel's immature claims against his co-stars over the years, which he frequently makes when the heat becomes too much for him, are just another method for him to redirect attention away from himself. Given the relationships within the LAMH cast, some fans are doubtful of Martel's sincerity, despite his long and well-documented history of blaming others. People believe his claims may have some merit. However, it should be emphasized that Martel was quite close to the Scotts. Therefore, anyone who understood the details of Martel and LaTisha's marriage would have known. His claims are even more difficult to refute because he is the one making them. Laticia has already defended Marsau against charges of adultery, but this recording could change everything. Down.
Like, this is crazy. Like, people are really offering you money to come on this show and lie. So at that point, I was like, forget it. It's a lot. Like, now I don't believe.
Regardless of how heated the debate becomes, Laticia Scott has continuously defended Marsau in public. She continually denies adultery charges and says she won't contemplate divorce till there is evidence that her family cannot be destroyed by gossip and speculation. and some admirers appreciate LaTisha's bravery and dedication in a culture where marriages can end over far less. They see her as a woman who is determined to keep her home despite the chaos that surrounds it, but not everyone feels the same way. Critics argue that LaTisha ignores Marsau's evasive comments, solo travels, and continuous rumors, which are clear warning signals of disaster. LaTisha's unwillingness to inquire. In public, Marsau appears less confident and more denialistic. Some speculate that she is protecting their marriage's reputation to benefit their enterprises and public image, rather than risking betrayal. Scott's marriage has been under scrutiny for years, but Martel's most recent charges have raised the stakes. Imagine trying to keep your marriage together while others doubt your allegiance in a world where fans, castmates, and the media scrutinize every word and action. The stress is greater than ever. Sincerity and even your worth as a spouse are realities for Marsau and LaTisha, as proven by her emotional outpourings in past interviews and on-screen appearances. The charges have had a negative impact on the entire family, not just LaTisha and Marsau. Despite maintaining her composure in public, cracks are emerging. Marsau's calm dismissal of rumors hasn't helped. Fans have pointed out his tendency to joke or avoid questions about infidelity, fueling speculation. His technique may be an attempt to reduce the charges, but it occasionally backfires, making people. Bartle Holt is in the heart of everything, and you can't help but wonder whether he has something to hide. Finding the truth, or is this only another diversion of his games?
Other Marriage Huntsville star Martel Holt just violated the no-contact order ahead of his domestic violence conviction appeal. So could this mean that he's going back to jail?
Martel has made provocative statements in the past, often focusing on his personal mistakes, such as his failed marriage and public infidelity. When things get too hot, Martel always manages to draw people into the fire. Last but not least, the Scotts have long been one of Martel's objectives are unknown. His bombshell has surely destroyed the Scotts' marriage, potentially revealing a horrific reality.
I know a lot more than what I think. And for years, Marsau has been like, no, T, don't do that. No, T, don't do that. And we really have been trying not to go there with Martel because I just don't want to be fighting with him. So, but at some point, you have to be like, enough is enough. Like, leave us alone. Stop. We don't say nothing about you. When we do say something, it is like something that has been asked of us on the TV show. We're filming a television show. If someone asks us a question or something that you've already put out there, we can speak on it. But we don't put things out there before you do. So, it's like, leave it alone because I can feel a lot more.
So the thing is, you are clearly fed up.
LaTisha Scott is not just lying about While the Wall's Shut. She has recently concentrated more on herself, particularly in her business efforts and personal development. She has taken center stage as a businesswoman, gaining recognition for her pursuits outside of her marriage. Whether through brand alliances or real estate investments, LaTisha appears to be on the right track to secure her future. Some admirers see this as a positive improvement and congratulate her for using the volatility in her life to feel successful. Someone said, Martel may be messy, but he's not stupid. If he's leaking the recording, there's bound to be anything on it. Thus, the Scotts should furnish receipts or things could get ugly. Although Martel has avoided questions regarding the Africa trip for years, I am not sure I can trust him. LaTisha must awaken. Nonetheless, the time of her new focus raises questions about whether LaTisha is planning for life after marriage. Some argue that she is establishing a safety net in case her relationship with Martel fails to weather the storm in the same way that her growing independence may. It could be interpreted as a precautionary measure to ensure she has a safety net in case the marriage fails, but it's also likely that LaTisha's move is a direct reaction to the burden of years of supporting Marsau. She may be using her narrative to reclaim her confidence and find her true purpose. With divorce proceedings underway and Martel's tape in the public domain, she may be demonstrating that she has more to offer the world than simply being Marsau's spouse. Beyond marriage, the rumors, leaks, and never-ending media circus have obviously had an impact on her. The Open, is this the final straw, or can Marsau and LaTisha weather the storm together? Despite the continued media attention, it is unclear where Marsau and LaTisha's relationship will lead in the future. LaTisha has always supported Marsau, but with Martel's new charges, the stakes are higher than ever before. The couple's fate will most likely be determined by how they handle the aftermath of these new claims. LaTisha's increased focus on her business may reflect a shift in priorities or a strategy of sustaining her sense of reality. However, Marsau has already been accused, but has always dismissed the claims as false hearsay. Nonetheless, Martel's audio provides new context, and the pressure is increasing. We now want to know whether you feel Martel is telling the truth or if the Scots are hiding something. Leave a comment with your suggestions.